السماوات والأرض ملء كل شيء بعد اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما واجعل التفرق بعده تفرقا معصوما ولا تدع فينا شقيا ولا محروما. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most compassionate, the most merciful, all praise and thanks are due to him, and peace and blessings be upon his beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He who is guided by the will of Allah, no one can misguide him, and he who is misguided, no one can guide him except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's just a very light, quick messages, some hints about how can we achieve a happy marriage. Just simple marriage, it's a big issue. Now, inshallah, with the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let me send the following messages. Now, the perspective. The first step to have a happy marriage, inshallah, is how do we view the institution of marriage? How do we look at it? What do I mean by that? Let me compare between what we call about materialistic, secular, liberal perspective versus Islamic. Now, in the liberal world, marriage basically could be a relation between two to enjoy their life. On top of it, the sexual life. One of the main drives, which is part of the human need, yes. In Islam, sexual need or life is one of the marginal aims that need to be achieved. We have a much bigger perspective towards the institution of marriage. Because marriage is one of the most important elements to fulfill the will of Allah in our existence in this life. This is the first message. What do I mean by that? When Allah addressed the malaika, the angels, about that He is about to create a new creation, قال إني جاعل في الأرض خليفة. I will put on earth a successive authority. Khalifa, which means a group, يخلف بعضهم بعضا, means successive authority. I will create, I will send them down. I want them there to follow my commandments and to be successive in holding the authority and applying. Right. How the reproduction and the application of istikhlaf will happen through the marriage. As if I'm not exaggerating, marriage is the only legal way to fulfill the biggest aim of our existence. What? Yes. Marriage is directly related to the concept of istikhlaf. Because without marriage, there is no istikhlaf. Yes.
يعني الزول اللي بره ده لازم يقف.
ان شاء الله. بس احنا على الهواء طبعا. احنا على الهواء. انا على الهواء. في مشكلة؟
لا مش هقول على الهواء خلاص.
انا على الهواء يعني بس صوتك راح يطلع المشكلة احنا بث لنا. جزاك الله خير سامحنا. تحب انا احكي شيء؟ كده.
يعني انا عاوز الشباب كلهم دول يروحوا الاكستنشن.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. بلاغ من الإدارة العامة. بلاغ من الإدارة العامة. لو سمحتم الشباب الصغار جميعا إلى الإكستنشن. السلام عليكم. Please, youth, please go to the extension. Please leave the main hall and go to the extension now if you please. جزاكم الله خيرا. I think this is enough. طيب, let's go to happy marriage. So the first message, to be in a happy marriage, whether you are about to start, inshallah, a new life, or you are married since few years or since long time, no problem to review, no problem to fix, no problem to have a new start, no problem at all. But the idea, are you aware that marriage is not just living with your spouse to enjoy emotional sexual life? No, it's not. Actually, my understanding for the sexual need or desire or appetite, call it whatever you want, it's created by Allah as a drive to fulfill the purpose. Because if we don't have this urge and need for sexual need and emotional need, if we don't have it, maybe none of us will think about marriage. Because try to imagine, if there is no sexual drive, no appetite, no emotional need, if they do not exist, just try to imagine that you are able to let them be deleted from the equation. What will stay in marriage? Responsibilities, duties, work, bills, burdens. Logically, none of us will think about marriage. Logically. But why should I? That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sometimes you understand that I mean by the perspective, to understand the exact value of each thing in this equation. This is the big difference between liberalism and Islam. In liberalism, my desire, my feelings, my sexual need is the priority. That's why I can't stay in one marriage or even one girlfriend. I can't. Because my ultimate goal is to satisfy my sexual need. In Islam, not my ultimate goal to satisfy. It is part of the legal halal things to be satisfied. But we don't build the concept on it. The what if, because this is a big difference. So let's start with this. To have a happy marriage, let's review. Am I looking to institute of marriage of this? Yes or no? Number one. Number two. To have a happy marriage, you need to think about the end result and consequences of the ajr of thawab of having a family. What? Yes. As a Muslim, you are a human being. You share humanity with ups and downs, and you share other humans with difficulties and challenges. Financial difficulties, raising up the children, paying the bills, being sick. You know, ups and downs, you have challenges. Fine. Let's picture the following possibility. You have difficulties, you are not able to bring enough money, or you have very difficult, tough 2 kids, 3, 4, 5, whatever you are facing. Now, how you will be bringing the patience, the sabr, to keep controlling yourself not to be a bad father, or not to react badly, or not to hate, or to have sympathy, empathy, and patience, and not simply to say, I don't care, not to leave the family, or not to kick out your kids in the street. Where will you bring this power from? By the way, all the examples, I know people, I sat with people, I read about people, I saw people. He was simply, okay, tell me about your life simply. My father left us and disappeared. What? Yes, he just felt, I don't want to have a sponsor. He just disappeared from our life. What? In Islam, this is haram. But how I will bring this to have the patience, and therefore I will bring the minimum at least of happiness. The concept of ajr and thawab and the akhirah, which does not exist in non-believing system or atheist system or liberal system. I mean, because why should I be patient? Question, why? If I have, I was hoping to have a very nice family with excellent, beautiful 5 kids. For whatever reason, I have a very tough, rude kids. Type, patience. Question, why should I? Here comes, why should I? Why? Logically, anyone, if someone does not fear Allah, he might say, I quote, let them go to hell, I don't care. Does this happen in this world or not? Yes, they are thrown in the street, or he himself disappears. What will let me acquire this power of patience? The concept of faith, and I will be rewarded as a father, in addition to the fact that I am the reason of their existence, and I'm holding responsibility before Allah. And Allah told me, قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا وَقُودُهَا النَّاسِ وَالْحِجَارَةِ. The minimum sympathy of love for those whom I was the reason behind their existence, they will go to the hellfire. Simply, I can't say, let them go to hell, but go to hell. What? This is your son. So in Islam, what I will be having in return? Jannah. What? Yes, Jannah. I mean, the whole idea, basically, by the way, if you ask yourself, why you are controlling yourself not drinking alcohol, for example? Why you don't have girlfriends? Ask yourself. Why you don't enjoy your sexual appetite by porno sites? Logical question. Why not? Because it's haram. طيب. So what? I don't want to be sinful. So what? I want to go to the Jannah. If these things do not exist in our system, why not to enjoy? Logical question. Why not? Are you with me? So the same thing is applicable. Why not to go and feel free with riba? Go, enjoy yourself. Have 5 houses, 6 houses, 7 houses. Cheat, lie, give a bribe, do what, enjoy it. Have fancy cars. Go and buy Ferrari. Have a nice 10 villas in the lake. Why not? Why not? Because it's haram. Who decided? Allah. If I stop myself, I shall have ajr. But why? Because I believe in the hereafter and I believe in eternal life. The same thing is applicable on marriage. Same thing. No one can claim that there is a pure angelic 24/7 happy marriage. Even Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his house with his wife used to have differences and debates. So this is 2 main concepts to start with. Now we can keep counting up to the Fajr. I gave these 2 concept philosophies very quickly. Then I will give you some quick examples about how Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to live and make quick analogy. Now, I will the story that I mentioned the other day here in the Khadira. Let's recall it now in case some of you. And let's see behind the scenes now. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as example. I will be discussing the khuluq al-wafa, the fulfillment, khuluq wafa between husband and wife. Now, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Aisha narrates the hadith sahih that ما كان محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم يغادر البيت أو على وشك يغادر إلا وكان يذكر خديجة بالخير ويترضى عنها ويستغفر لها. One of the main things that Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم used to do most of the time, once he's approaching, leaving the house, he used loudly to make dua for Khadija and to ask forgiveness for Khadija and mention Khadija. You know, Khadija passed away a long time ago for Aisha. Aisha is the narrator now. Aisha says, فَأَخَذَتْنِي الْغِيرَةُ يَوْمًا. Once I felt too jealous. I could not control myself. And I said to Prophet Muhammad, يا رسول الله, أو ما زلت تذكر تلك العجوز وقد أبدلك الله خيرا منها. I said, يا رسول الله, are you still remembering this old lady? She did not mention her by her name. Old lady, عجوز. Okay? وقد أبدلك الله خيرا منها. Even though Allah has given you who's better. The reaction of Prophet Muhammad immediately, he said, قال لا والله ما أبدلني الله خير منها. No, by Allah, Allah did not replace me with who's better. She was the best. Then he mentioned, this is my point, he mentioned 4 characteristics, practical action of what Khadija used to do. We want to take a lesson of fulfillment, wafa, which means it's not a theory about happy marriage. قال آمنت بي حين كفر الناس. She believed in me when people committed kufr and rejected me. صدقتني حين كذبني الناس. She believed in what I'm saying when they accused me of being a liar. قال ووستني بمالها. She supported me with her money because Khadija was rich. رضي الله عنها. Actually, you know, the way how she came to know Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam before Islam 15 years ago, that she used to do trade, with her money. And she was astonished when someone, told her, why not to put your money with the young man Muhammad to do it. And he came with a lot of profits. They used to steal her all the time. So this is how it comes. So she used to have money, radiallahu anha. قال ووستني بمالها. She used to always support me. قال ورزقني الله منها الولد. Allah gave me, the offspring from her. رقية وزينب رضي الله عنها وأم كلثوم وفاطمة رضي الله عنهن أجمعين والقاسم. Now, the first message we say about al-wafa, khuluq al-wafa, the fulfillment, comes not as a philosophy. It's a mutual, I'm talking about wafa between 2 of them. So, one of the beautiful, good, nice things that when we talk about love in marriage, I believe in the following theory. Love starts by marriage. What? Love starts by marriage. There is no love before marriage, by the way. I follow the theory who says that there is real love before marriage. I believe that he is lying. You know what I mean? Talk about real love now. Before marriage, you admire. You feel attracted. Okay? You thought this is something nice. You liked one of the characteristics, the real deep love. You are ready to sacrifice. You feel happy. You don't think about consequences. You are ready to pay your time and your money and your efforts. Comes after marriage. After what? After the ta'ayush. After the coexistence and facing together ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs, and we sacrifice for each other. We build the tree of love. That's why 99.9% of what we see in the drama, in the cinema, starting from Hollywood, ending by Bollywood in India, and between them, Turkish drama, Egyptian drama, and Syrian drama, and all other kind of drama. All of them, they are talking about fake realities. There's no love before marriage. It's the love of the cinema, that's it. The real love, شجرة تبتدئ بالزواج. It's a tree. The first seeds will be planted by marriage. You know why I'm saying this? Because people just say, Sheikh, I'm not happy in my marriage because I loved her and I thought, no, you did not love her. You thought you loved her. The real love comes after marriage. What? So I did not lose the opportunity? No. Still, you are in it. Build it now. Because real loves, how the real love come? Give you a simple example. Simple example from our, at least Arabic society. In real life, how many times we don't control the reaction of our extended families towards our spouses, such as the mother-in-law might not be in agreement with your wife, or you might not be in agreement with your mother-in-law. Does this happen or not? For whatever reason, regardless who is in charge, regardless, does it happen or not? Simple in the Arab world, 99%. 99%, because we are closed and we have a lot of extended relations. So the clash of interest is always there, clash of interest, okay? My opinion, my think, I think. So we have this kind of thing. Simple example. His mother-in-law is interfering in his privacy. He's about to lose his mind. He wants to kill himself. She, his wife, knows that her mother is interfering in something she does not have no right in it. But her hands is what? She can't do anything. Because if she said something, ما برضى عليك إلى يوم القيامة إلهي يلعنك ويلعن اللي أخذتيه واللي جبتيه ويا بنت ويا كذا إلى آخره. You know, they use this weapon and expense. I don't know. رضا الوالدين. You know, they're afraid of. Now, she knows that her mother is doing something wrong, but she can do nothing. Now, she knows in theory he has the right to react badly. He controlled himself for the sake of his wife. This is one of the seeds of plantation for real love. She will appreciate this more than 10 big gifts of gold. Wallahi. Here comes the call, or the opposite now. Completely the opposite now. His mother, as example, is a very tough person. For whatever reason, she interferes in her privacy. She keeps nagging, destroying, doing something bad, whatever. In theory, she has the right to reply. She has the right to defend herself. She knows that he can't do nothing, because one word from him might be عقوق والدين, disobedience. And maybe the mother will be very angry and she will disconnect the relation. It's a disaster will happen. And everyone will know as if he's the criminal. But he is in a very difficult situation. Real love will start when he knows that his wife completely abandoned her rights and she respected the mother even though the mother deserves to be replied to, because she respects her husband. By this, we put another seed of love. I'm talking about real love. Real love is not a philosophy. Real love is not a feelings. Real love comes after practical actions by coexistence. So if we fix this possible misconception, we can start having, inshallah, a true, Allahumma sallah, happy marriage. Right. Give another example and I will finish, because I told you it's just a very light dars. It's just to seek the barakah, inshallah, in Ramadan, to go out and prepare for the qiyam. Quick advices. If love is lost for whatever, as a feeling, is lost for whatever reason, the bottom line that you have to take care is respect. Be careful. You as a man or you as a woman, if the sisters are listening to us. Who said that love is the only motive for the existence of the family? The bottom line that we can breed with is respect, not love. This is another misconception. We don't love each other, therefore we have to break the family. No, be careful. We have a big reason behind that. We have the akhirah, we have kids, we have something. Have you lost respect? If not, still you can live. What? Yes. When you have emotional, beautiful, romantic love, you are in a movie film. Nice. You are in the top, which is nice, good, best. But what if, for whatever reason, I could not, she could not, he could not, they could not? Do you have respect? Yes. The family can go. What? Yes. You can live and both of you can go to the Jannah. But I don't love her. If you respect, for the sake of Allah, call it the minimum of love, you can still live and you can have a good family, better 10 times from those who claim that they are seeking love on a hypocritical basis. And both of them, they cheat. I'm talking about liberal style of life. Now, let's be frank. This is another golden rule advice. Another one. A golden rule. Be thankful and show the attitude of gratitude all the time. This is one of the best golden rules. You as a man, you as a woman. Whatever he does, he brings, he does, Jazakallah khair. Barakallah fi. Thank you, my love. Thank you, honey. Okay? Let him feel that you as a woman have the attitude of gratitude. The same thing. You, when you come home, whatever. She cooked a nice meal. She just cleaned the house. She's taking care of your kids. She had a headache. She could not do whatever. Any simple things she did. Jazakallah khair, habibti. Thank you very much. Barakallah fiki. The best in Egypt, what we say, من إيدين ما نعدمهمش يا رب. Untranslatable طبعا, okay? I can't translate من إيدين ما نعدمهمش يا رب يعني أنا say untranslatable, okay? Okay, I'm sorry for English speaking, untranslatable, okay? How can I translate you أبوشني أبش? تحفر أبري بالإبري حفر. والله if it's translated it is a disaster. تحفر أبري بالإبري حفر. تشكل آسي. By the way, do you know what does it mean? Do you have Syrians here? Do we have Syrians? Oh my God, even Egyptians, they don't know. Do you know what does it mean, Tushkul Asi? Egyptians, I'm asking the Egyptians now. In Syrian Shami accent, when they say Tushkul Asi, do you know what does it mean? You are Palestinian. You know it, because you are not Egyptian. Tushkul Asi, what does it mean? It's an amazing. You know, the Syrian culture is mind-blowing. With the present expressions, it's the opposite completely. Tushkul Asi, it's the special rose that they are prepared to be put in your grave. Which means they'd like to burn. It's a high stylic rhetorical language of Tuburni. Tushkul Asi, which means I will be so happy if you spend the time bringing the roses, put it on my grave while I am in death, just for your sake. It's, by the way, if you translate it to English, the English mentality will have jump. What? But how come I will enjoy it while I'm in the grave? It's a metaphor, okay? I mean, the idea is kun shakuran hamidan, kuni shakuran hamidan. Say thank you. Jazakallahu khairan. Thank you for the food. Thank you for the thank you. Thank you. The word thank you, Jazakallah khair, Barakallah feek, Barakallah feek, is one of the golden secrets that brings love. One of the other golden things. Close an eye on every simple, silly things. One of the greatest expression in Egyptian accent. You know what is it? What is it? عديها بقى يا شيخ. ما تدقش. وفي رواية ما تدقش بقى يا شيخ. عديها بقى. مشي. مشي. عديها. I mean, don't stuck with every single thing. No. But you have to set priorities. Some certain things really make a trouble because they are priorities. Other things, close your eye. As if nothing happened. Punish, yes. Yes, punish. عديها. ما تدقش. You know, we have many expressions. Just let it go. Let it go. And by the way, if you apply this attitude in general at home, especially this attitude in specific from the man to the woman, because generally men, they face a big trouble that they are sinking in the details of the kids. And every time and then ابنك عمل بنتك عمل ابنك حكى بابا مزع لي شغلي اخذ لي مغيرتي اخذ لي مسطرتي all the time, you know, these are fighting. So now if every time someone is complaining you became a big deal in your reaction, you yourself, you will lose your nerves, you will lose respect, you will lose love, you will destroy everything in the family. You need simply to let it go in many things. Don't make it big. And I'm giving rules, okay? You apply it in the way. Now, the final one. As I told you, just it's quick, inshallah, in 2 minutes, I will finish. One of my best examples that I derive lessons from the strategy. The example, not directly I will use it, I will take from the strategy. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, it's one of my favorites. And we'll finish with it, inshallah. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ once came to Safiya radiallahu anha. Safiya, for those who do not know, Safiya is one of Ummahat al-Mu'mineen. She is one of the wives of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. However, Safiya is the daughter of Huyay ibn Akhtab. She used to be a Jew. Then she converted to Islam. Then she became the wife of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. But before that, she's a Jewish and the daughter of one of the great leaders and rabbis of the Jewish community of Bani Qaynuqa, Huyay ibn Akhtab. Okay? Now, many people do not know that Huyay ibn Akhtab, he is from descendantship of Harun alayhi salam. So the great grandfather of Safiya is Harun. Her uncle is Musa alayhi salam. Look to this incident now. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came to the house of Safiya. He found her crying. What happened, ya Safiya? He realized that prior to his coming, some kind of clash of interest or touches between her and some of the wives of Prophet Muhammad. The hadith did not tell us who's he. Some of other hadith, they say it might be Aisha. Regardless, one or some of the wives, you know, this kind of quarrel, you said, I said, you did, I did, whatever. So one of them, she told her, you are the daughter of a Jewish. Which means, you know, they tried just to hurt her as this kind of competing between the wives. So she felt, as if they are insulting her. So she started crying. Just started crying. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, try to picture this as an Arab now. Arab leader, great man in his society, founding. We are very emotional people. When your daughter, your wife is crying, you lose your temper. You go and hit, you scream, you use your power. In many cases, this happens. So Prophet Muhammad ﷺ knew that such and such did such and such, and she's crying now. And she felt some kind of injustice treatment. A normal Arab man maybe will go and divorce the one who did it. Or he might say very tough words, or even might slap in the face, normal Arab. This is what many Arabs might do. Now our role model sallallahu alayhi wasallam, in this, she's crying, she received a bad treatment. Look how he did the management of the situation for a happy marriage. He did not say, I will show them. You know what I do? I will. No. He said, Ya Safiya, look, make it down. Take it down. Try just to calm down everything. قال يا صفية إن عادوا لك فقولي لهن جدي نبي وعمي نبي وزوجي نبي فما لكن. He said, look, if they are taking to you are the daughter of a Jewish, tell them, okay, my grandfather is a prophet, and my uncle is a prophet, and my husband is a prophet. What do you have compared with me? You have just a husband. I have 3. The file is closed. No one dare to utter a word next time. Problem is solved. Everything calm down. No one hurt. Everything is closed. He gave. I'm talking about the wise reaction of the spouse. Okay. In theory, this could heated you up, and you go do something bad. And the natural consequences will be a disaster. Because it's English. They will keep fighting, by the way. They will keep fighting. The same thing is applicable on your kids. Kids in general, they train on the real life at home when they fight, especially the males, the boys. Boys are, in Arabic culture, wrestling and boxing basically is part of their playing. At any time, any one of them could hurt the other. Coming to you crying. You can make it a disaster, and you can just hug them and speak with them, respect your brother. At the end, you will take care of him, be careful, don't hit him. Next time at the street, I depend on you. You are the man of the family, you will take him. Habibi, inta mashallah alayk, I depend on you. I'm sorry, father. Go and hug your brother and say sorry for that. It's your job. By this, you will have a happy life. Right. Who is the core center of solving all of this? Mr. Father, Mr. Husband. That's why Allah gave us the Qawama. What's the Qawama? Leadership. What's the Qawama? You are in charge. You have upper hand in some certain things, yes, but holding responsibilities and you are in charge. So as if the master key is in your hand. It starts from you. If you take this decision, 90% will be controlled next. If you left this key or throw it or misuse it, everything, the consequence will be bad. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help all of us to have a happy marriage. It's just like a quick taste for a happy marriage, inshallah. And I hope you will not think just to have another marriage. I'm just talking about this marriage, okay? Inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.